Comedian, and it's only about comedians. She's not a comedian. She doesn't tell jokes. She's not in movies. It shouldn't have anything to do with her. What's up, YouTube? This is Beasley TV coming to you with a little something, and I just watched. I know it's a week old, but I just watched the ComedyHype interview of Earthquake interviewing the guy that interviewed his ex-wife. And I was watching the video, and I thought it was going to be a big blow up. And I'm gonna be honest, I wanted to see that because I feel like ComedyHype deserved to have that type of situation happen, because they had, in my opinion, they had no business of inviting. Well, in the interview, spoilers alert, but in the interview, he said that the baby's, excuse me, no disrespect, his ex-wife reached out to ComedyHype. I don't feel like they should have responded with an invite to the show. That's just me, because she's not a comedian, and it's only about comedians. She's not a comedian. She doesn't tell jokes. She's not in movies. It shouldn't have anything to do with her. With that being said, Earthquake, he demonstrated himself with the utmost poise and the utmost respect within disagreement that I have ever seen. So basically what I'm saying is, Earthquake did not agree with them inviting his ex-wife on the show, and that was 100% clear, and I feel that it was 100% justified. So he goes and the guy asks him a question. He's like, all right, we gonna get the elephant out of the room. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's the elephant in the room.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
Let's get to what everybody came to the interview for. So the guy proceeds to ask him a question about his reaction to that video, and Earthquake doesn't even answer that question. He goes straight to, well, before that, let me ask you this question. Spoiler alert. He basically asked them, like, what was your reasoning? What was your reasoning to having my ex-wife of only 3 years, who we had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of negative. She basically views him in a negative light. They had an adversarial divorce. So basically, they're adversaries. Like, they don't see eye to eye on most things. So why would he interview her to get a good view of anything? Plus, she's not a comic. He should just basically, he's like, she's not a comic. We had a bad breakup. She isn't the source. So what you getting, the information you are receiving from her, as a journalist, you shouldn't even want to use, because it's biased information. Basically, that's what Earthquake said. The guy responded with, we wanted to highlight basically how life is off the stage for Earthquake, and showing how he dealt with everything off the stage and still was fun, still gave people the gift of laughter. And Earthquake shot that down straight like that. It's like, I understand what you're saying, but your execution was wrong. Your reasoning was BS. And he gave it to him layered, just like that. Like, he put it to him. He was respectful, didn't raise his voice, used good vocabulary, didn't curse. He broke it down to him respectfully and kept going with the interview. Like, he said his piece, kept going. Like, I feel like, I'm gonna talk about my community. I don't know about nobody else's community, because I'm only in my community. So I'm gonna talk about us as black people, and I know a lot of black people that I know and that I've been interacting with, they can't really, including myself sometimes, we can't move on from an argument, or not even an argument, disagreement. I'm trying to improve with it. I'm trying to improve with it. I hope you are, if you have this problem out there. It's the problem. It's the fact that once the conversation is over, the conversation is over. Or once we're past that part of the conversation, it's over. You said what you had to say. I said what I had to say. We came to an understanding. Boom. We over it. Now, some situations, it's not going to take one conversation. Might take 2 or 3 conversations. Might take some action too. But still, you can be cordial. You can say what you have to say. Somebody else say what they have to say. You disagree. But you can disagree in a manner that doesn't lead to fighting or doesn't lead to anything disorderly. So, Earthquake was a perfect example for how people should articulate their disagreements. Because he really could have went in there with a battery in his back, knowing what she said about him on the interview, knowing that he didn't agree with them having her on the show because she's not a comedian at all. She don't write jokes or anything like that. She's not a performer. So he could have went on there with ill intentions, but he didn't, and I applaud him for that. So this has been Beasley TV. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment anything else y'all want to talk about, any other genre, sports, current events, music. I'm for all of that. So, like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more Beasley TV. And we out.
I know you think you the bomb and all of that, with the art exhibit and everything, but, you can let the doorknob hit you where the dog should, I'll bet ya. Now step!